Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, living your life to meet the expectations of others? It's as if you're a performer, always seeking validation from an invisible audience. If this resonates with you, you're not alone. Millions of us find ourselves trapped in a cycle of people-pleasing, sacrificing our true selves just to fit in. ***. But what if I told you there's a way out? A timeless philosophy that can free you from this exhausting need for approval. In this video, we'll delve into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism as taught by the legendary Marcus Aurelius. Together, we'll discover how to cultivate inner strength and embrace authenticity. Stay tuned, ***. Let me know if you'd like any changes. Shaka discovered the first secret. What did Aurelius say about self-validation? Our first stop on this journey of self-discovery takes us back to ancient Rome, where Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, left us with profound insights into the human condition. One of his most powerful observations: it never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Think about that for a second. We claim to love and value ourselves, yet we constantly seek validation from others. It's a paradox that plagues modern society, fueled by social media, likes, performance reviews at work, and even compliments from strangers. But Aurelius saw through this facade. He recognized that true self-worth comes from within, not from external approval. He wrote in his famous Meditations, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. To cultivate self-respect, you need to shift your mindset. Stop seeking validation from others and start validating yourself. Appreciate your strengths, qualities, and accomplishments without seeking anyone else's approval. Have faith in yourself and your abilities, and let your self-confidence shine. Unveiling the second secret: how to embrace solitude. According to Aurelius, I know what you're thinking. Won't that make me a self-absorbed jerk if I only care about my own opinion, not at all? The second secret Aurelius revealed is the power of solitude and self-reflection. He encouraged taking time away from the world's noise and distractions to connect with yourself genuinely. In our modern hyper-connected world, this concept might seem almost radical. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, advertisements, and the highlight reels of others' lives. It's easy to get lost in the crowd and forget who you are, but Aurelius understood that solitude is where we can find clarity and self-knowledge. He wrote, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. So try this exercise. Set aside 10-15 minutes daily to be truly alone with your thoughts. No phones, no screens, just you and your mind. Use this time to reflect on your values, goals, and the person you want to become. Embrace the stillness and let your authentic self emerge. The third secret revealed: why Aurelius believed in controlling desires. All right, you're probably thinking this all sounds great, but how do I actually stop craving approval from others? That brings us to the third secret from Marcus Aurelius: controlling your desires. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, yet easier said than done, hear me out. Aurelius understood that our desires, especially those rooted in external validation, often cause our suffering. When we constantly crave approval, compliments, or accolades, we set ourselves up for disappointment and dissatisfaction. But Aurelius offers a powerful antidote. He writes, if you seek tranquility, do less. In other words, scale back your desires for approval and focus on finding fulfillment within yourself. Let's put this into practice with a modern example. Say you're an avid social media user who obsesses over every like and comment on your posts. Instead of attaching your self-worth to those external validations pose to share your experiences, thoughts, or creativity. Without any expectations, it might feel uncomfortable initially, but as you practice detaching from the need for approval, you'll find a sense of inner peace and confidence that no amount of likes could ever provide. The fourth secret revealed what makes Aurelius's view on social opinion so revolutionary, you might ask. But what about my friends, family, and colleagues? Shouldn't I care about their opinions at all? This brings us to the fourth secret from Marcus Aurelius, his revolutionary perspective on social opinion. You see, Aurelius didn't advocate for complete isolation or disregarding the thoughts of others entirely. Instead, he offered a balanced approach as relevant today as 2,000 years ago. He wrote, "It is not men's opinions which disturb us, but our misguided reactions to them." In other words, it's not the opinions that should bother us, but rather our interpretation and emotional response to them. Think about how liberating that mindset could be in our modern world, where we're constantly flooded with judgments, criticisms, and unsolicited opinions from every angle. Instead of getting caught up in the drama, imagine observing those opinions without letting them shake your self-confidence. You could acknowledge them, consider if there's any constructive feedback worth reflecting on, and then let the rest roll off your back like water off a duck's back. Exploring the fifth secret, how to attain true freedom Aurelius style. By now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually put these secrets into practice and attain true freedom from the need for approval? Well, that's where the fifth and final secret from Marcus Aurelius comes in: living in the present moment. Aurelius understood that much of our suffering and insecurity stems from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We get caught up in reliving past embarrassments or anxiously anticipating future judgments, but as he wisely observed, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. In other words, true freedom and self-respect come from focusing on the here and now, on the thoughts, actions, and choices within our control. In this present moment, let's consider a scenario where you prepare for a critical workplace presentation. Instead of dwelling on past failures or worrying about potential criticism, keeping yourself grounded in the present is essential. Focus on delivering your message with confidence, clarity, and authenticity, regardless of how it's received. By living in the moment, you'll find that the need for approval starts to fade away, replaced by a sense of inner peace and self-assurance that no external validation could ever match. Applying Aurelius's wisdom, can you transform your life in a week? All right. You may be inspired by the secrets of Marcus Aurelius and the power of Stoic philosophy, but you might also think this all sounds great in theory, but can I really transform my life and stop seeking approval in just a week? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, you absolutely can. All it takes is a commitment to implementing these principles one day at a time. Here's a simple 7-day challenge to help you get started. Day 1, identify your approval triggers. Notice when and why you find yourself craving validation from others. Day 2, practice solitude and self-reflection. Spend 15 minutes alone with your thoughts, no distractions. Day 3, control your desires. Pick one area where you can detach from the need for external approval. Day 4, observe social opinions objectively. Don't react. Emotionally acknowledge and let them go. Day 5, live in the present moment. When you dwell on the past or future, gently bring your mind back to the here and now. Day 6, celebrate your progress. Reflect on how you've already started to cultivate self-respect this week. Day 7, make a plan. Decide how you'll continue incorporating these principles into your Daily life breaking free of deeply ingrained habits may present a challenge, but it is achievable with determination and a positive outlook. Don't let the difficulty of the task discourage you. You have the power to break free from any habit that is holding you back and achieve the success you deserve as you take it one day at a time and remain consistent. You'll notice a profound shift in your mindset. Marcus Aurelius challenge: are you ready to stop craving approval? All right. We've armed you with the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the transformative power of Stoic philosophy. But now it's time to put these teachings into action. Are you ready to take the Marcus Aurelius challenge and finally break free from the shackles of approval seeking? This is no ordinary challenge, my friends. It's a call to reclaim your authenticity, self-respect, and inner peace. It's a commitment to living life on your terms, not as a people-pleasing performer, but as the author of your destiny. Here's how the Marcus Aurelius challenge works. For 30 days, you'll consciously practice the 5 secrets explored in this video. You'll shift your mindset from seeking external validation to fueling your self-worth. You'll embrace solitude and self-reflection, control your desires, observe social opinions objectively, and anchor yourself in the present moment. I won't lie to you, this challenge will push you out of your comfort zone. You might feel uncomfortable, even awkward, as you start questioning those deeply ingrained habits of approval seeking, but that's precisely the point. Growth happens when you're willing to confront and break through your limitations. Imagine waking up 30 days from now liberated from the constant need for likes, compliments, and accolades. Imagine moving through your day with a quiet confidence rooted in your self-assurance rather than the fleeting validations of others. That's the power of embracing Marcus Aurelius's teachings. And complete this challenge success stories, how Aurelius's secrets can help you win at life. You might be thinking, this all sounds profound, but can the ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius really help me achieve success in the fast-paced, highly competitive world we live in today? The answer is a resounding yes. While Aurelius may have lived nearly 2,000 years ago, his teachings on self-respect, inner peace, and living with authenticity are more relevant than ever in our modern age of constant distraction, comparison, and pressure to conform. Just look at some of the most successful and influential people in recent history, many of whom have cited Stoic philosophy as a guiding force in their lives and careers. Take, for instance, the former CEO of Microsoft, Bill Gates. In one interview, he revealed that he had been profoundly impacted by Marcus Aurelius's meditation, stating it reminds you that you're a tiny part of a much bigger universe. This perspective, gleaned from Aurelius's teachings, likely played a role in Gates's ability to maintain humility and level-headedness amidst his meteoric rise to become one of the planet's wealthiest people. Or consider the renowned invest and philanthropist Ray Dalio. In his influential book Principles, Dalio cites Aurelius as a significant influence, particularly regarding the Stoic concept of separating what's within your control from what isn't. This principle has undoubtedly served Dalio well in the often volatile world of finance, allowing him to stay grounded and focused on the aspects of his life and business that he directly impact. But you don't have to be a billionaire or a household name to reap the benefits of Aurelius's wisdom. His teachings apply to anyone aiming for personal and professional success, fulfillment, and self-respect. Imagine going into a big presentation or job interview not consumed with anxiety over others' opinions, but instead grounded in the present moment and confident in your abilities and self-worth. Can you Imagine the challenges of navigating the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. Facing setbacks and criticism can be discouraging, but with a mastery of controlling your desires and separating your self-respect from external validations, you can push through with confidence and resilience. Similarly, balance in a family, a career, and countless responsibilities can feel overwhelming. Still, by living in alignment with your core values and utilizing the Stoic principles of solitude and self-reflection, you can find a sense of inner peace and balance. Remember that you are not alone in facing these challenges. With patience and practice, you can unlock your potential to overcome them. These are just a few examples of how Aurelius's timeless wisdom can empower you to approach life's challenges with resilience, authenticity, and an unshakable sense of self-respect, the cornerstones of true lasting success in any endeavor. So whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned executive, a stay-at-home parent, or anywhere in between, the path to a life of fulfillment and achievement begins with embracing the secrets of Marcus Aurelius. Unlock your true potential by letting go of the need for approval and instead cultivating the self-respect that will propel you towards your most significant personal and professional victories. Conclusion: your path to living like Marcus Aurelius starts now. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from Aurelius's profound insights on self-validation and solitude to practice-ethical strategies for controlling desires, observing social opinions objectively, and living in the present moment. But ultimately, the choice is yours. You can continue seeking constant approval and validation from others, or you can choose to embark on a journey of self-respect, inner peace, and authentic living, guided by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. If you're ready to take that first step, I challenge you to try the day plan we outlined earlier. Identify your approval triggers, practice solitude and self-reflection, control your desires, observe opinions objectively, and live in the present moment. It won't be easy, but as Aurelius himself said, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. By shifting your mindset and committing to these principles, you can transform your life and cultivate a deep, unshakable sense of self-respect. So what's it going to be? Will you continue craving approval from others, or will you embrace the freedom and fulfillment that come from living for yourself? The choice is yours, but I hope this video has inspired you to walk the path of Marcus Aurelius and discover the true meaning of self-respect is essential. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more empowering content. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue our journey toward a life filled with authenticity, resilience, and inner peace.